Welcome to episode 28 of the One Up Me podcast. We're going to be talking about Overwatch. Enjoy the show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to One Up Me episode 28. It's going to be all about Overwatch. My name is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined by my co-host, as always, Jordan Sims.
What's up, baby?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's been a good week for gaming. You had a question?
I was going to say, you kind of had an interesting week.
Yeah, I did. So I accepted a dream job and then realized it wasn't going to work with my particular schedule because the job I currently work, imagine Diner Dash for those of you that play video games. But then add wine.
Play video games?
Yeah, for those of you that play video games, some people might listen to us just because they like us. So imagine Diner Dash with wine glasses, and that's pretty much my job, essentially. So I saw that this skateboard creator that I really like was looking for an apprentice, and I was like, sure, I'll apply. I didn't realize that he was in the area where I was, but he's like 40 minutes away. So I went, the interview went great, I got the job on the spot. And then I came home and thought about it, and I was like, I can't do this. I'm like, it's not fair to me. It's not fair to him. I want to put in more time with the podcast. I love my job that I currently have, even though it's ludicrously crazy.
You get paid pretty well, don't you?
Yeah, I get paid pretty well. It's for the very small amount of work I do. It's insane. But I enjoy the way things are going right now, and I knew I wouldn't be able to live off of just the income from that job, and I didn't want to quit my other job because of how well it paid. And yeah, the schedule is kind of weird. I end up working nights mostly, which is just weird because I don't like working nights. A lot of the gaming stuff that I want to do and participate in usually happen at night, or vary in situations. So I called him up and declined the job, even though I had accepted the job already, but no paperwork or anything had been signed.
They can't make you keep a job.
I know. But it was just...
You gotta do it. You gotta do it, man.
And, he was kind of butthurt about it, because I get it. He really needs the help. He's been doing this production by himself for like 6 years, and it just recently blew up because he partnered with a celebrity, and it's just gonna go insane from now. But it's just one of those things where it'd be awesome to work for it. It'd be a dream job. But I sat down and I was kind of just like, because we did some trials and stuff yesterday, like, this is what your job would entail, so we did some stuff. And I sat back and thought about it, and I was like, this was awesome. It was relaxing. It was really cool. But I'd rather just have skateboarding and longboarding be a hobby rather than a job. Because I'd much rather sit down and listen and edit a podcast or do graphic design or do something like that. So I decided that wasn't the direction I wanted to take. So
yeah, graphic design is awesome, man.
Yeah, so I'd much rather, in all honesty, I decided that I wanted to just continue to work my Diner Dash job with wine glasses and put more time into the podcast because I wholeheartedly enjoy doing this a lot more than I think I would enjoy doing woodworking. So that's a little bit on my life. I did still have some time for some gaming, though. I talked about this on One Up My News, but I did get into the project stream, Google's project stream for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And if you want to know more of my thoughts on there, you have to go listen to that episode. It's episode 7. But in short, I'll say it's awesome if you have a good internet connection. I could only tell the difference between my machine running it and Chrome running it, just graphically. That was really it. Other than that, it was pretty superb. It was a really good experience. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, and I think game streaming is going to be pretty big pretty soon. I still have been playing a lot of Black Ops 4.
Yeah, you still liking that?
I still like that. I realized I am real bad, super trash at multiplayer. And I was talking to a friend about this, and he's like, oh, well, you haven't been grinding the maps? Like, I can pop corners, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you do realize that I'm not a Call of Duty fan, right? That I'm not like an FPS person. I enjoy FPSs. I enjoy the team aspect of them. The guns are cool, etc. But I play other games than just Call of Duty. Like, I try to play multiple games a week sometimes. One, because I want to, and two, so that I have different things to talk about. So that kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of triggered me. It kind of got me pretty pissed.
Really?
You know, like, yeah, well, not the comment he made, the matches I had in multiplayer in Black Ops. It was just, it felt like they were shooting me through walls, and like I'd turn around the corner and be like, okay, I got this guy in my sights, and he'd like turn and like, and it was just it was instantaneous deaths. Like I'd respawn and I'd die, and I'd be like, man. And then I played some Blackout, that was kind of fun, and I think I played some zombies. I'm not really sure. It's been like my weeks are running together with how my life schedule is, but I did play some We Happy Few. Wow, man, that game is rolling now. Like, I thought there was some major stuff happening, but then they were like, okay, here's this plot point, and you're like, what? I wasn't ready for that. No, thank you. Like, I will say, this isn't really a spoiler, but it is a part of the plot. So you have to go to this club, and I was like, okay. So I tried a couple different ways. You know, I tried breaking in from the back, realized you can't get in from the alley. I was like, okay, I need an invitation. Where do I get an invitation? So I was like, oh, screw it. I'll just break this window, or Jimmy bar this window up, get inside. Obviously, it's after curfew. So the background for We Happy Few is, if you're not on your joy, you're screwed pretty much. And if you're out at night, you're screwed pretty much. Hang on, let me get some water. Okay, so I Jimmy bar this window open, and the alarm start going off, and the two people that are sitting outside of this club start attacking me because everyone's like, you're a bad person, you're doing bad stuff, we're gonna try to kill you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I kill the two people outside the club, get inside, kill the clerk, and then I'm like, well, crap, I can't get into the club because like there's no way. Like, I'm stuck in this side room. It's just like an office and then like a side room with a bedroom, and that's it. Like, I can't get actually into the club because it's locked from the other side. And so, you know, I reload the game, and I start thinking about it, and I was like, whatever. And so I started talking to the people on the benches, and this woman's up, and she's smoking, and I look down on the bench, and there's an invitation sitting on the bench. So all I got to do is pick up the invitation, show it to the camera, get in the club. So, twist. I was like, okay, this is just a normal club. No, it is an adult kinky club.
Oh, man.
Like, I was so confused by it. Because it's like, without going into any crude details, leather.
Oh, wow.
Electricity. And like, it's like A to Z. All the stuff you would think would be in a kinky adult club is in there. Or not in there as in you see it, just in there as in sounds and background noises
Inferred.
And what?
Inferred. It's
yeah, correct. Yeah. But it's an awesomely designed little club, and there's like a side mission you can do in there, and so you get the stuff, and I just thought that was so funny that it's like you gotta break into a sex club to get this thing to blackmail this guy to find this dude, and then you finally get to the person you're looking for, and they're like, oh yeah, you got to go do this now. And it's like, this world is terrible. It's kind of just teaching me that like, it really gives you the sense of like, this world has been destroyed by war. Like, that's like the premise I'm getting.
Is it like
about
it's not modern day, is it?
No, it's in England. It's like in the 1800s.
Oh, it's in the 1800s.
Sorry, the 1980s.
Okay.
It's like back. It has to do a lot with Germany and like England and all that. So I was surprised at how quick it started rolling. I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this. You know, I'm gonna finish this little quest, and then I'm gonna sign off. You know, play some Odyssey or Black Ops or something. And I'm like, I just kept playing, and then I got to a point, and I was like, okay, I gotta go to work. So I stopped playing. But it's like the story is starting to roll now, and you're starting to connect dots, and it's starting to give you little hints
nice.
here and there, and it's like. And, you know, I was like, okay, I thought I knew what was happening, but now I'm kind of just like, has this whole thing I've done so far been a lie? Like, what have I been doing? Like, and it's interesting. It's starting to do the whole psychological mind warfare thing the game's doing. So it's bringing in different elements, like, you know, different, like scientifical things and just different aspects of the game. That's just the game's getting. You can see the game getting more and more difficult.
Is scientific a word?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then I've been playing some Overwatch, and I really need to get the Sombra Frankenbride skin and the Doomfish skin, but haven't got those yet. But I digress. What have you been playing?
Definition of scientifical.
You really wanted to know, didn't you?
Scientific. Obsolete. What's
okay. Well, this has been Reading Rainbow with Ryan.
Intended to propagate knowledge.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, I need to know, man.
Good to know.
I have also been playing Overwatch. I played last night, a little today. We'll talk about that later. I don't want to get too much into it. Playing The Witcher 3 for like a week. No, it's been more like 2 weeks now. I kind of got back into that. This story is kind of getting,
grabbing your attention again?
Yeah. And I've gotten to places I've never been before. So I'm excited. I'll probably, actually end up beating that sometime this year, hopefully.
Nice.
So I'm really, really enjoying that. The game is still so pretty, even 3 years later.
Man, it is 3 years, isn't it? That's crazy.
I don't know. You should play this game if you.
That's what I've heard. It's. I've only gotten high recommendations for it.
It's really good. Honestly, I think one of the reasons that Bethesda's taking so long for the next Elder Scrolls game is because of this. Because this game does so much of what that does,
Yeah.
You can pick up so much stuff and interact with so many people, and the world's so big, but it doesn't break like a lot of Bethesda games do.
Well, that's good.
So I think that's one of the reasons it's taking so long, because they saw The Witcher, and they're like, fuck. We can't have a broken game engine anymore, guys.
Oh no. Yeah, The Witcher really knocked a lot of people's socks off.
I mean, it's so good. It's so good. It's so pretty. If you haven't played The Witcher, you can get it for like $20 probably right now. I know I tried to get Jordan to buy it, but he didn't.
I don't know why I didn't buy it. I guess I don't have a reason.
They had The Witcher and all the DLC for $20, but
I should have bought it.
I'm sure you can probably get it some other time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've also been playing the Messenger a good bit. Beat this dragon boss that was kicking my ass for like, I swear, a solid week, and then like an hour later I'm at a boss I swear might be harder. Oh my gosh, this game's so hard. It's really good though. I really enjoy it. It's really pretty. I like a good challenge, so I guess I'm not mad about it. It's just, dang, I feel like I'm fighting Minato because he throws his swords around and freaking disappears and grabs onto him. I'm literally fighting Minato from Naruto.
Dang, dude, it's crazy.
I swear. Oh, speaking of that, how is your Naruto watch through going?
So I paused it so I could watch Danny Phantom, and I only watched Danny Phantom with like a sprinkle of like 911 and Big Mouth season 2 here and there.
911.
So 911's a show that's about 911 responders. So it centers around, it's emergency responders. So it centers around L.A. and it's obviously a fictional show, but it's based off. I assume it's based off real life stuff that's happened in real life, because all these things could happen. But it's based around like a fire. What are they called? A fire family? A team? Firefighters.
A fire family.
Sure, that. Yeah. A fire family.
Are you talking about like a firefighting squad? Or
correct.
A fire family.
And and it's based around a police cop. A police officer.
Police cops and fire families.
And a 911 operator. And so you see, at first you're like, okay, they're just firefighters, they're just police, they're just a 911 operator. And then you see very slowly but quickly all their stories just intertwine. And it's getting really good. Season 2 is, I think it's on the tail end of ending, but it's going pretty well. I think something big happened in the episode last night, but I haven't watched it yet because I don't watch regular TV or cable or whatever it's called. And then I started watching Big Mouth season 2. It's about It's a Netflix show about puberty, like teens going through puberty, and it's just hilarious. It is crude and it is literally offensive, but it is so funny. So I actually haven't watched Naruto. I am on... I honestly forget which season, but Sasuke just got out the fish shark boy out of the tank, and they went and got Zabuza's sword, and that's the last thing I've seen.
Okay.
So
yeah, I need to watch it too. I haven't watched it in about a week.
But since I did finish Danny Phantom, man, I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
But
gonna be fun.
I am gonna get back to putting Naruto back numero uno in my rotation of shows. Along with other things, we can have a TV show, what we're watching discussion on Twitter if you want later, listeners.
Okay, yeah. Moving on to what else I've been playing. I got a Blip Flop Solitaire. If you don't know, it's a mobile game. It's just a solitaire with a bunch of different versions of solitaire. It's really good. I actually really like it. There's a free version and there's a $2 or $3 version. I just bought the $3 version because I had Google reward points.
I need to set that back up. I feel like since I have all my privacy and stuff locked up and not my location sharing and all this other jazz, that they don't send me things anymore. I think it's because I
they don't send me one in a while.
I think it's because I made them stop tracking all my stuff.
That's
like I don't track Google history and I don't look up things or I don't know, who knows. But it was nice for a while. I guess I'll just let the government and Google know everything about me again.
They're gonna know anyway. They got cameras in all our walls and all our showers and everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
So this last game, you've been thinking about it, like dreaming about it, or dreaming about being good at it,
yeah.
or just
so. I'm thinking about switching. What can I talk about this from Overwatch to Rainbow Six Siege? That's basically all this was. I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know. I would talk about Overwatch a lot this episode. So yeah, that's all I've been playing that I can think of. Yeah, I was thinking about playing Gwent, but then I had to update it because the update came out and I didn't get a chance to play that.
Oh, I need to update that and try out the new update because I played a little bit and it was pretty cool.
It loses some of it, but it also gains some stuff. Like it kind of loses the whole tavern, walk into a local tavern and play, a few rounds of Gwent feel. That's something that Hearthstone really does well. You feel like you're in a cozy cabin in the winter or something, playing card games and getting tipsy on ale and mead.
Yeah.
With books.
This just made me realize that I was really trying to get into Shadowverse, and then I just stopped. So
yeah, I haven't seen you on the Discord in a while.
No, yeah, I really wanted to get into playing the new expansion, but I guess I just got caught up in Assassin's Creed and Black Ops and other games, man. It's hard to play a digital card game when there's all these other games. It's super easy to play a physical card game because you're literally away from the things you play video games on.
Exactly, and it's rude. Like if you're like have somebody over to play card games, it's like I'm gonna go play The Witcher instead. What?
It's like what? No,
yeah, leave my house. I'm playing The Witcher.
Exactly. It's like what? It's like you can play yourself in the living room or something, but I'm gonna play in my bedroom on The Witcher. It's like what?
Yeah.
So
get out. GG.
Exactly. Yeah.
You suck. Are you gonna play? Well, you don't. I mean, you don't really have anybody to play with, but there's a new Pokemon expansion coming out that I'm pretty excited about. But
so apparently the card shop that's a broom closet here. I went and talked to the dude. He's really cool. He's supposed to be checking out the podcast. Shout out to Gamers Domain if you're listening. They're cool. He somehow convinced me to buy some Dragon Ball Super stuff.
You sent me images.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was kind of just like I had like feels for him because I was like, this. He's like, this has been sitting on the shelf forever. I'm like, I know how that feels, man. I'll take it off your hands. Like, I'll store it in my house for you. Like, and then I was like, why did I buy this? I'm probably never gonna play this game.
Why didn't you just buy something that you actually wanted?
Because they only had Dragon Ball Super and Magic, and I wasn't gonna buy Magic.
I didn't have. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do Pokemon and they don't do Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm not gonna buy Yu-Gi-Oh, and they definitely don't do Vice. But there's some people that play Vice. But he was like, yeah, we have like a Pokemon player or two, and I'm like, do you really? Or are you just saying that so I can?
We got you
he's like, well, there's you and I'm like, okay, so there's me, and I'm like, I'm not going to drive an hour or an hour and 30 to maybe. Oh, yeah, because I'd have to drive to like Pensacola or Perdido Key, Florida to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, that's like just getting to their like Google Map lines, and then I have to drive to the shop, which is longer. And they're all, excuse me, I like had a hiccup, burp, breathe thing at the same time. They're always doing construction. And I'm not trying to, like, venture, all the way over there to hopefully play card games.
Yeah, I feel you. There's some nice comic shops over there, I think.
There are, yeah. I just go to my local one that's, like, 30 minutes away from me. They treat me right and do well. But I think I'm going to go through my comics and just read them, see if I want to subscribe to any of these. But I think I'm going to make the hard choice and unsubscribe from all my books at the local comic shop and then just do digital because it's cheaper and I don't have to worry about that money every month.
Yeah, and it's also takes up way less room.
It does, and I get it, but if I stop going there, they're not going to go out of business. And if they go out of business, it's not my fault. So
I mean, it's not your responsibility. Honestly.
I know, and I need to get that out of my system. I have that personality about some things that I care about. I'm like, well, if I don't buy this artist art, they're not going to eat. Or if I don't, so it's just I need to stop that.
Maybe if I did, if I had a comic book shop locally, I would probably shop there every once in a while. But I'm not I don't have the kind of money to have a weekly pull or anything. When I have some money, I'll buy like 5 issues of Batman or to get me caught up or something. But I don't have the money to buy 10 comic books a week or something.
Yeah, and so, like, I do have the money, but I've been, like, going back and looking at all my stuff, and it's not like I'm rolling in money, but I do save a bunch of money for a bunch of different things, and then I'm just like, okay, I want to buy this, so let's just move this money, and then, but, in all honesty, I need to, like, just cut down on, like, what I spend money on, because it's like, I get the comic books, I put them in a box, and then I read them, like, I'll read them all at once, I'll read, like, an entire series, like in a day or something. Yeah. I don't read them as they come out.
You just get
even
the,
though
the what's it called?
The Witcher?
No. What? No. The what's it called when they have it all in one book?
A graphic novel?
Well, no, I don't really. What is that called?
Yeah, it's a graphic novel.
Yeah, but it's called something else. I think I don't care.
Okay.
But yeah, I would like to buy more comics. I just don't have the money.
I feel that.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the topic though.
Yeah.
All right.
Overwatch.
Yep. What do we like? What do we dislike? Let's start off with when did we start playing? I started playing Overwatch. I want to say in 2016.
Okay.
I'd seen it, I think on commercials or something, and I thought it looked cool, so I kind of kept my eye out for it. And then one day I was just watching a video. And I saw the Halloween event, which is, kind of fitting, I guess, since the Halloween event is going on right now. Yeah. And I was like, that looks amazing. I thought the loot boxes looked so cool. I thought the sounds when you open the loot boxes, because during Halloween, it sounds like an evil laugh when you open when you open it, the loot box that is, and it's it's a jack-o'-lantern filled with candy, and the candy bursts in the air. It's just, they do it on purpose because they want you to buy loot boxes, right?
Yeah, they do.
But I thought it looked so cool, so I went and bought it that day for PS4.
Okay.
I played it for a while on PS4. I actually ended up moving my PS4 to my desk and buying a monitor so I could get a better experience. I wanted to buy a new monitor anyway, but I guess it kind of gave me another excuse to buy one.
Yeah.
And then eventually I moved to PC, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. What about you?
So I, for the longest time, was on the bandwagon of it's a TF2 copy. TF2 is better. Side note, even though I didn't play TF2. Like, I played TF2 back when... I'm a big fan of Team Fortress 2, and I'm a big fan of Valve, and I played TF2 back when it was in the orange box, when it was originally released, and that's how I got into TF2. And I was wholeheartedly convinced that Overwatch was just a copy of of Team Fortress 2. And I was proved wrong very quickly. So it got to the point where, I was trying to get back into gaming, and, I didn't have at the time I had an Xbox, and I really wasn't using it, and I had a mediocre laptop, and I really wanted to play games, and so I was going to the shop a lot and talking to Ryan and some other people, and I started just talking to them because they were always talking about Overwatch this, Overwatch that, this hero, blah, 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 strategies, blah, 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 and I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't get it. And then, so Ryan, he talked to me about it and gave me a list of a bunch of YouTubers to watch and streamers, and I started watching some of them. Your Overwatch Central, Aimbot Calvin, etc.
Ragtag.
All Ragtag, yeah, and so I started watching all these people, and I was like, okay, this game looks kind of cool, and then I just bought it. I just bought it for PC and tried it out.
Yeah,
this was around.
This is after you got your PC though, right?
No, I was still playing on a laptop.
Right. You did play on that potato laptop, didn't you?
Yeah, I played that on
that.
Yeah, I played on that potato laptop. I started playing. So Overwatch has competitive seasons, and I started playing around season 5. I don't know
season 2 or 3.
Yeah, I don't know when the date of season 5 is, but that's when I started playing.
Sorry, I moved my way.
And I don't know. It was just I floated around. I'm still floating around from hero to hero, trying to find my favorite. But I do have a list of heroes I like. But I quickly learned that this game is far better than TF2. Because I went back and I played TF2 to compare.
Me too.
And, man, Overwatch takes TF2 out to the curb, shows it the ice cream truck that's selling ice cream, gives it some money to get the ice cream, then curb stomps it and doesn't give it any ice cream.
Oh, wow.
It is,
That's mean.
Yeah, it is mean. But in a good way. I love TF2. It's awesome. I had a lot of fun playing the Pyro and the Spy. It's a great thing. I even spent some money to get some cosmetics in that game. But that was on an old Steam account, so it doesn't matter anymore. But TF2, it's awesome. But Overwatch is way better, in my opinion.
Undeniably inspired by Team Fortress 2.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But, there's a point that it, just rocket blast away.
It goes over. It vaults over Team Fortress 2.
Exactly. It's just this is and anybody that I hear nowadays, which is rare to hear people be like, Overwatch is a TF2 clone.
Yeah, you don't really hear that.
It's no. It's sorry, you don't see TF2 League. You don't see TF2 pro players. I'm sorry. But it's amazing what this game has turned into.
Yeah. I guess we can do a quick overview. If you don't know what Overwatch is, we talk about it constantly.
That's true.
We play it. Or at least I do it a little bit each week usually. It's a hero shooter is what they call it. Team Fortress 2, TF2. It's kind of like a MOBA and a shooter combined. We had to capture the payload. Your heroes have different abilities, but it's also an FPS. So, it was released in 2016. I started playing it, I don't know, maybe 6 months after it was released. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it was released May 24th. Here it is. And a few months before this, it might have even been a few months, another game called Battleborn was released by Gearbox, which is a
game.
Very similar. It's different. It's more MOBA-esque than Overwatch, but they released it very, very close to Overwatch.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
poor game.
It did not do well. If you
Not
know
at all.
anything about Blizzard, is when they launch a game, it's
they launch
event.
Yeah.
Talk about curb stomp.
Oh man, yeah, that was rough.
There's a reason you could get Battleborn for $25, a week after it came out or whatever.
Oh no, now it's even fallen.
It's probably $5.
It is. It's at $5 below now. For those, yeah, it's so cheap.
Yeah, that's right. That's where I saw it.
Yeah.
$5 Below is a store where you can buy things for $5 and below.
Yeah, if you didn't know by the name of the store, but yeah, it's so cheap.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
And I saw it in there, and I think it was still before I bought Overwatch, and I was like, "Can we just play this?" And Ryan and everybody was like, "No, we can't play that."
It has there's only like 1,000 people that actually play it, if that.
It's like, oh, okay.
I mean,
But like I said, I ended up getting Overwatch, and it's been an amazing journey.
I played. Did you ever actually play Battleborn? I think the game
I have not.
For free on Steam. It may still be free.
I have not played it.
I played the beta. It's all right. It's fun, but it's just not that fun. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not Overwatch, and it was really stupid for them to release that like in the shadow. I don't know. They should have waited like a year, or I don't know. Maybe wait until after Overwatch came out.
It's kind of like what's the equivalent? Battle Royale games right now. People.
Yeah, there's only 2 really. Well, 3 now. There's 3 big ones now.
Yeah. But Blackout from Black Ops 4, Fortnite, and PUBG.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember when that game, when they were, everyone was getting hyped about Overwatch, and I would like read an article on IGN or listen to some kind of podcast or something, and they're like, I don't know what Gearbox is thinking. They're going to be slaughtered.
Poor Gearbox.
It's like a couple of years ago, a year or 2 ago, when they released the, I think it was 2, might have been 3 actually. They released the first, I think it was the first Tomb Raider remake. They released it like in between Call of Duty and Fallout or something. I'm like,
it's like no one's gonna play that.
Do you care at all? Oh my gosh, I don't.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Luckily, with like the coming years, people have gotten way better at that, and Overwatch is just like we said, skyrocketed. Now they have the Overwatch League and comics and the shorts. The shorts by themselves, so cool. Man. If honestly, I think if like Blizzard just stopped updating the game for let's say 4 months. They just didn't update it for 4 months and gave us 4 shorts instead. We'd be happy with that.
Speak for yourself.
Well, yeah, I know that was 4 months is a long time not to update a game.
The game moment that I don't know. I don't want to say the game would die, but 4 months is a really long time for a competitive game to receive 0 updates.
I guess that's true. I didn't even think about it like from a competitive standpoint. I just thought like we want more shorts.
Want more shorts.
They're so good.
There's 2 insanely good ones, and there's a few that are kind of good. They all look amazing.
Yeah.
But a couple of them, the ones that stick out to me are Honor and Glory, and the one with Genji and the one with Hanzo. They're both.
Oh yeah,
really good.
I agree. I like those. I'm kind of biased when it comes to shorts. I like the Mei one because it's just so. It's like I don't like Mei, although I have played her a little bit more, and it's actually kind of fun to see your enemies.
Why do you like the Mei one?
So I like the Mei one because it shows that I don't know. It's just something about her waking up and everyone else being dead.
It's pretty funny, right?
Yeah, it's hilarious. And then, think about it. Like, I'm sure internally she is freaking the F out. Like, everyone's dead. I'm stuck in Antarctica by myself.
She did it.
But she got out, which confirms that she did make a pact. Well, yeah, she left, She got out. She made, Snowball and her little ice gun.
She didn't get out, though.
Yeah, it didn't.
Mm-mm.
She was walking in the blizzard.
She's gonna die.
Obviously, yeah. But so all that magic and stuff happened, and I don't know. It was just kind of cool to see her make a pact with the devil to become
the new Diablo.
Lucifer.
Diablo 4 confirmed.
Dude, that'd be. I would laugh so hard.
May is Diablo.
I would laugh so hard, but then I would gear up to defeat her.
I hate May so much. I do.
I love
playing her though.
I do too. I've been playing her a little bit more. I love the Sombra. What's it called? Sombra Cinema. It's awesome. It's just, I'm a sucker for Sombra.
Man, I wish they would let us know more of what's happening though.
I know more of the lore. Yeah, I feel like they just stopped. They're just like, here's Diva. I'm like, I don't care about Diva being a Xbox loving, Dorito sucking, Mountain Dew guzzling.
A lot of people like that one, and I play a lot of Diva.
I liked the short a lot. The short's cool.
Boring to me.
I liked it, but there's just some things that I don't know. I wish that who am I thinking about? The Doomfist one is probably one of my favorites, though.
Oh, yes. I forgot about the Doomfist one. It's like an anime.
Yeah, it's like, I love the style. He pretty much rips out Tracer's heart.
He's like, okay, so he gets put into, they capture him and put him in Overwatch. Put him in Overwatch. Put him in jail.
That's his parole. He has to.
Damn
for
it.
every. Gosh, that would suck.
So he basically gets the Infinity Gauntlet,
Yeah.
and he is able to beat them because he gets this freaking all powerful weapon.
Yeah, this Doomfist.
He doesn't rip
But
her
man,
off. He rips
yeah.
off her regulator that lets her control her powers.
And then she just starts skipping through time, and Winston is like, "That's my friend.
Oh,
I'm
man,
gonna get
he turns into
angry."
the freaking Hulk.
And then Doomfist is like, "That's cute. I'm gonna destroy you." Like Batman on Bane on Batman. Just break that back real quick.
Who won in the end, though?
Winston. Like, I honestly thought that Doomfist was gonna pick him up and break his back, and I was
Have
like,
you ever seen it? No, boy, you know the hero's gonna win.
I know.
Man,
It's
it
like,
looks so cool.
well, if I had to think about it, if Doomfist had to fight like a real gorilla in real life, the gorilla would obviously win, man. Like,
Unless he had the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean,
that's true. I was just like, when I was watching that, I was like, Doomfist is gonna break his back, Doomfist. But and I like playing Winston. Winston's cool.
I like
But-
Genji's really cool in the short too.
It
He's
is.
like cutting through freaking slabs of concrete and it's
Yeah.
really cool. Really cool.
It's a really cool short. So if you go watch the Overwatch
Yes,
shorts. Even if
please.
you don't play Overwatch,
Oh,
they're so good.
You want to get
Like-
hyped.
Oh,
Man,
dude, yeah. Like,
if go watch, stop listening to this podcast right now, and go watch the Reinhardt short.
oh
think it's
yeah,
called,
100%.
like, for
I agree with
Honor or
Ryan.
Glory.
Pause right now. Go watch Honor and Glory.
Oh, just
It
look up
is.
Reinhardt short. It'll come up.
Yeah, just look up Reinhardt
oh
short.
My gosh, it sends chills down my spine.
It's so good.
Live for honor,
Honor,
my friend.
die for glory. Man, it's so good.
It's so good.
Like, but so the shorts are so awesome because it not only like gets you hyped for the game, but when you see the characters in the game, you're like, okay, I have a better
who
understanding
this is?
of who this is, where they came from, and because you get a little bit because there's character interactions with voice lines and sprays and skins, and there's all this little sprinkles of lore, but with the with the cinema shorts, you get a high quality for X amount of time. This is all about their story.
Yep.
This is where they came from, why they're doing the thing they are, and how they became the hero or the villain or the anti-hero that they are.
I just want to know more about him, honestly.
Me too, man. I need to know some. I need to know some important things.
I don't even know if the last time they released a comic book. The comic books are pretty good too.
They are. So I actually have the first volume. I forgot what it's called. Let me look
I
at it
think
real
that's what I
quick.
was trying to think of, by the way, earlier. It's volume.
I
They
got
released,
it.
they released like Batman issue 1 through whatever. It's in a volume. I think that's what I was trying to think of earlier.
I have the Overwatch Anthology Volume 1, published by Dark Horse, and it is in a really sick-looking... I don't know why I'm holding this up like y'all can see it.
We'll post it on the Instagram or something.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and post it on the Instagram. But it is it's like a book. Like other graphic novels, they're kind of like, like flimsy. This is like a hardcover book,
Yeah.
And it looks awesome. It covers the first couple comics, and I need to see if Volume 2's out now.
I don't know, it's been a while, I think, since they released them, because Stylos and Unit, he is Unit Lost, and like Overwatch Central and stuff usually cover when they release a new comic. But
the comics are awesome.
Really cool.
They release lore. I wish they'd make some of the comics into shorts.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Because,
although I don't know, they can't even make them separately. I don't know if they could.
Yeah, true. Like some of the comics, they reveal like Sombra's real name, and then maybe Zombra. That's what I call Zarya and Sombra because they might be dating. So, yeah, Overwatch, it has a plethora of fanfic and pictures and art and merch. I'm just talking about the nice stuff, not the weird stuff. Don't worry. Yeah.
This guy's I kind of want some merch though. Like I kind of want like a mug,
Me
and,
too.
like, a shirt and stuff.
So I have an Overwatch mug. You can have it.
Yeah.
I bought a
Steal
bunch
it
of stuff
from
for
me.
the
You
apartment.
didn't give it to
I
me.
bought-
I'm gonna steal it.
Oh, we have an Overwatch cookie jar.
That's right. This is a loot box. Which
So-
some people probably hate.
Yeah, man, I hate loot
I
boxes.
don't mind them.
I mean, I like them, but I hate them.
A cookie jar in the shape of one.
No, dude, I love Overwatch. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
But I hate loot boxes because I just want to buy the skin. I just want the skins I want,
It'd be
man.
kind of cool to have some kind of a trading system.
Yes, I want this so bad because it's like I don't play Tracer. Yeah, I like goof off on Tracer, but I don't care about Tracer. You know, like yeah, she has a cool backstory. She can skip through time, whatever.
The Flash
She's not
of the
my
Overwatch universe.
yeah, she's not my hero. Ryan loves
I
Tracer.
do. I
So
love Tracer.
what's the Overwatch universe gonna do? Ryan's not gonna get the Tracer skins he wants. What the Overwatch gonna do to
I have
me?
a lot of Tracer
They're gonna
skins,
give
but
me
it'd take me a while.
yeah, they're gonna give me the skins that I don't want. So I have multiple legendary Tracer skins and Tracer stuff that I don't really care for. That I've equipped
It
that
looks
doesn't
cool.
never get to see the light of
Yeah.
day because I don't play Tracer and I don't do good on Tracer, so nobody sees it. I don't record my gameplay just because I'm trash. But I just wish there was a trading system so that we could be like,
That'd be cool.
hey, Ryan could just be like, hey, here's some credits. And it wouldn't just be like, hey, this is a base price, because then there'd be a crazy market. It would just be like, hey, this person's your friend.
Yeah.
You have this in-game cosmetic that you want, and you're like, oh, hey, you unlocked that spray I want. Trade me that spray for this skin.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I have I have like some Symmetra and Bastion skins which I don't ever use because I almost never play Bastion and I've literally never played one single second of Symmetra.
He never has. It is pretty
Like,
phenomenal.
on PS4 or you can go look at my profiles. I've never played a single second of Symmetra or on PS4 or PC. But they could even do. Okay, you said you had some legendaries, right? Some legendary Tracer skins. I probably have a legendary skin that you might not have that you want.
Yeah,
But you can make it to
exactly.
where you can only trade legendaries with another
yeah.
legendary or below. No, I'm sorry. So yeah, no, it'd have to be legendary
Yeah.
for legendary.
Yeah, legendary for legendary.
And you can even make it to where okay, it's Halloween. You can only trade the new Halloween skin for a new Halloween skin.
Yeah, I'm totally
That way
fine
they're
with
not,
that. Like
I don't know, like something like that, or you could trade
exactly,
like,
yeah.
2 epics for legendary or something.
Exactly. There's enough trading systems out there in various games that Blizzard could, that work well, that Blizzard could look at and be like, okay, this trading system works well. This is how we can adapt it and make it, this is how we can Blizzardify it.
Yeah.
And,
I'm sure they have people constantly working on if that would work to make them money and whatever and whatnot.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
So the only really Overwatch merch I have at the moment in time is just house goods. But I almost did buy some Florida Mayhem merch from the Overwatch
Man, they're
League.
so bad.
Yes, they are. But I'm really glad I didn't buy any because all the players I like have now been fired. So
Rest in peace.
yep, rest in
At
peace.
least-
But Atlanta has a team now,
Yeah.
so maybe I'll support them.
At least they're not the Shanghai.
That's
I
true,
think,
man.
Like, statistically the worst professional sports team in the history
Ever.
of
Yeah, ever. It's real bad. Like that's so sad.
Man, gosh, I don't know how they're so bad.
I bet they all moved to Canada now because they can't go back to China. They can't.
Well, that's a good
like,
thing. Why'd you? I'm just playing.
Like, but yeah, like,
Yeah.
man, the merch is really cool. They've got literally everything, man. Hot Topic has it. Blizzard has it online. Like, it's crazy. Everybody. It seems like most, topical
Hot topic.
I was trying to find the word pop culture. Even comic book shops have
GameStop
Overwatch
has
merch.
it.
Yeah, like shirts and pops and figures and
Mugs.
stickers and keychains, mugs,
huge.
backpacks.
It
Yeah,
may not be
it's-
Fortnite because it was Fortnite before Fortnite came out.
yeah, that's right. It was.
Like
And, it's still. I think it's becoming like not old, but people are talking about it like they talk about TF2 and Battle Royale is like the new
I
thing.
wouldn't say like TF2 because TF2 is dead, pretty much. I mean,
Well,
that's probably.
I don't mean it like as in like it's dead. I just mean as in it's. I don't know. It's not plastered on everything like it used to be.
I mean, it's not the new thing anymore.
Exactly.
Like,
you know, people are still talking about it and people are still playing it.
It's kind of like League, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
still got a
yeah, there you
massive
go. Thank
fan
you.
base. Or Dota. It's always... Overwatch is, for the last, for years now, and for probably years in the future, will be in the top 10 viewed games on Twitch, right?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Always
it's just...
Fortnite, CSGO, Overwatch, League of Legends, Dota 2, and, and a few more.
Yeah.
It's always, because it's still super popular, still has millions of people playing it, probably on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not,
most definitely.
At its peak, Seagull, who is arguably the most popular Overwatch streamer, he might get 10,000 viewers, which is a lot. That's so much. But, he used to get like 30, 40,000. He even, recently he broke into like 100,000. But he'd gotten that before in the past, and it had been a long time. He said himself he didn't think he'd ever break 100,000 viewers anymore. But it's just because Overwatch is not the new kid on the block anymore.
Exactly. It's, and that's just because people are having, good experiences and bad experiences.
Yep, exactly.
I have those all the time. And sometimes I'm the bad experience for people.
Yeah.
And I get that.
I'm usually not. I usually try to be, positive or try to, play.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm always positive. I'm just saying that sometimes my skill level isn't
up to par.
Up to par. Like I played a little bit this morning, and it was honestly probably the first time I played in, I think, like a week and a half. And that's a long time in Overwatch time for those of you that don't play. Like, I'm pretty rusty. Like, I was trying to do stuff that I did in Call of Duty, and then I tried, like, wall climbing like I do in Assassin's Creed. It's bad playing all these games because you start mushing all these mechanics together.
Just like Genji or Hanzo, and you can wall climb.
That's true. But then I have to be good.
True.
Like, I have 40 hours on Junkrat, man. Like, W mouse 1, you're good.
You gotta hold left click too.
That's true. Yeah. But I don't know. I do love this game. I like it more than I thought I would, which is awesome.
What do you think about the current state?
Man, it's weird. It's really weird. I feel that Bridget is still overpowered. I don't like the changes they did to Pharah, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I played a pretty good bit of Pharah. I think I have 20 hours on Pharah, which isn't a lot. But, it's a lot for me, just because I don't only play Overwatch all the time.
It's a lot for someone who isn't super hardcore.
Correct. And I enjoy Pharah. Her new changes is, like, there's not as much explosive damage. And it's just, I wish that it was, I don't know, easy. I don't know. I want them to tweak her, but I don't know how I want them to tweak her.
Somebody argued, I can't remember who it was, but there's probably been more than one person, that it's almost like they didn't nerf or buff her, but they reworked her almost because it completely changes the way that you play her.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just confused by it because I tried firing off some shots and I'm like, well, that should have hit you, but it didn't. Not because I didn't hit you, just
Splash
because
damage.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I was missing. And before I was telling a friend, and I changed views of this. At first, when I first played it, I was like, I like it. I'm okay with no splash damage.
When there is some splash damage, it's just
there
decreased.
is, but yeah, it's just decreased. So that. I will say that I wish that I'm glad they implemented some of the things. Looking at how it was when I first started, based on how it is now, it's really like a whole new game. The changes they've implemented, looking for a group. And
yeah, I never used that, but yeah.
The endorsement system, and what else did they do? They changed the roles, so it's just tank, damage, and healing, or support, better yet called, which is awesome. I think that's a very clear line of, hey, I'm going to be blocking damage. Hey, I'm going to be dealing damage. And hey, I'm going to be healing damage.
And
so
no more people trying to say that they're playing Symmetra as support.
Exactly. Is it support? It fills the slot. No,
you're dealing damage.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're doing damage.
I was just to clear up anybody who's confused about the Pharah if you don't know what Var does, she's kind of like a jet pilot, but she's Iron Man basically. She flies through the air and she shoots rockets. But you kind of played really far back and you kind of applied splash damage to and kind of finish people off. But now they decreased that and now you have to hit them directly to do more damage.
Yeah, you got to be pretty far in there too. Usually I could stay backline, like mid-level where a Widow would be, not that far, but like half a Widow.
Yeah, Widowmaker
range.
Yeah, well, Widowmaker's got a long range.
Yeah, so I'd be like, Widow would be backline, I'd be midline, and then front line.
Yeah.
And then all that. But now I'm like closer to the front line. It's kind of just like,
And
like
they also increased their rate of fire.
Yeah, that is nice.
It just kind of completely changes the way you play her, really.
It is. It's really weird. It's going to take me a little bit to get back into playing her correctly.
Nice
or I guess she did. I haven't unlocked that one yet, but I had enough credits to get the last year Halloween skin for her, which is really cool. The possessed one. It's all purple and
I think that was the year before
Fright
last.
Nighty. Yeah, that's right. It was year before. 'Cause she didn't get one last year. But I don't know. I've had bad experiences in Overwatch, but the only thing I really wish they'd change, well, it's top of my list. There's a list of things I want them to change, but just take out Bastion.
Really?
Take Bastion out of the game.
Nah, he's not the worst. He's not.
Who's the worst?
Bridget. I freaking hate Bridget.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, I will say, like, man, Bridget is so bad. Like, she's awesome. She's good.
Yo, she's busted.
Like,
she has a shield. She heals people. She has decent DPS. Like, she destroys flankers.
She can self-sustain herself. I saw her 1v1 Orion the other day.
I've seen it all the time.
And it was just like... And the Reinhardt didn't... he didn't finish the fight. He turned around. Yes, and I was like, what? And I was just like, that is not supposed to happen. She should not be able to solo.
Like people, not Orion, no, that's dumb. She also has a stun, so she can stun, and she has this mace on a whip. So she just stuns you, whips you, and you try to run away. She can throw the whip like Indiana Jones and pop you in the back of the head and do damage. And then by that time, you're probably dead or her team has killed you. And I hate when she chases you. Like,
oh man, yeah, dude, they will.
She can like flow you through a wall. I'm like,
yeah.
People complain about how Roadhog can hook through walls, but her flail is clearly like going through a wall right now.
I had one the other day, and I swear, it like instant transmissioned, like through like around a corner, and I was like, I'm safe, and it was just like it like hooked itself around the wall and killed me, and I was like, what? Like a full 90-degree turn around the wall. Maybe she was like, it was just like the momentum of her turning around the wall. But I got hit by that flail before I saw her. And so it was just like, what is happening?
Yeah, she's busted. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the state of Overwatch, honestly.
Me neither. It's just, I'm grateful they gave Sombra almost all the time invisibility. That's really fun.
Sombra's another thing I freaking hate about the game.
I love Sombra.
There's so much CC in this game. It's so stupid. Why do you like Sombra?
There is. I like Sombra because at the end of the day, I kind of like playing solo every once in a while, and loading up Sombra, you can just hack people. I like the disrupting people. So like Sombra's the closest thing I can give people in the game to like a status effect.
Aneurysm.
Yeah, and I like giving people those too. So, like, I enjoy.
You're just thinking of all this.
I know. I love it. I feel him. I feel him getting mad about it, and I like it. I like playing Sombra because Sombra is a hacker. She has a little Uzi, which is her primary fire, and her right click as a hack ability.
Takes away your abilities.
She takes away abilities, stops abilities. She can also turn invisible forever.
But she can't catch the point where she's invisible.
But she can. Yeah, she used to be able to turn invisible and cap a point, which was disgusting.
Well, she can only stay invisible for like 10 seconds. So.
Yeah. But now she can stay invisible indefinitely, and she has what they call a translocator. So think of like I don't know, like if you threw a mango and you could go back to that mango.
It's another
like
Minato thing from Naruto. It's
Yeah.
like if you throw something and you can go to that thing that you threw.
Exactly. It's like an instant transmission. So she can throw it and then go to wherever that is. So it's used for mobility or used for just tactics. You can hide it from the other team. They can still see it and hear it. It'll make like a little beeping noise and glow purple and stuff. So they can see it and go destroy it. But usually you just run around and be invisible. And her ultimate is you can just do like a
area hack.
EMP hack. So it just disables all the abilities
In an area.
in that area.
Oh,
so
stupid.
I enjoy playing her just because it's just a different way to play the game. You know, you don't have to worry about firing. You're more worried about, so-and-so does not have their abilities right now for this team fight, so we can go in and get them.
I hate it so much.
She's definitely my favorite character.
I hate it so much. Oh my gosh, I hate it.
Like mechanically, design-wise, voice actress-wise, it's just
I didn't really
love
like her
her
design that much. I like the new Brighter Frankenstein skin a lot, but I don't know.
I want that skin so
yeah,
bad.
it's really cool. She's like I said, she has a CC ability, which stands for crowd control, I believe.
Yes.
Which means dude, I figured it out. Every single tank has a CC ability. Literally everyone.
Okay. Hammer down for Reinhardt.
Also his charge.
Okay, yeah. Whole hog. You got the hook and the whole hog for Roadhog.
Halt for.
What's the? Okay, the halt and the crowd, the bunker, the bongo.
No, the bongo isn't CC. The thing where you like shoot and it's like a mini grav.
Oh yeah, that okay.
Is a crowd control ability. Graviton surge is a crowd control ability. When you land on someone with Winston, you bounce up. That's a crowd control ability. Diva can boot someone when you hit them. That's a crowd control ability. What else? Who's another?
Oh, Diva's bomb. That's a CC.
It pretty much is because you got to run away from it.
Exactly. And if you get killed by a Diva, granted, I've gotten killed.
No, I mean you can get killed by a Diva bomb. Just a lot of times.
I know, but it's just. Yeah, it's just like, especially if you get killed by a dragon. It's like you hear him shout, then you see the dragon, and it's like, how are you gonna stand there and die to that?
Yeah. And
anyway,
there's certain points where it's really hard to avoid it and stuff.
It is.
Yeah, and Hammond's entire freaking kit is CC. I swear.
Oh man, that little hamster is so fun to play.
I do like Hammond, but it's so much CC. Doomfist, his entire kit is crowd.
Yes.
He punches you in the air and then he stuns you with this ground pound and then he punches you and
stuns
you. Oh my gosh.
I love Doomfist, but it teaches me every time I play him that I'm still not good at fighting games.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. Yeah, he has a gun, but when you load up Doomfist in Overwatch, it's like you're playing Tekken.
Yeah.
It's like you punch people into walls and man, I've been scared by some Doomfist because you're like, okay, their team is clearly coming from this direction, and it's like, nope, and then you whatever noise, and you're like, oh crap.
Yep, and then McCree has a flashbang. Oh my gosh, it's so.
There's a lot of stunning ability. Bridget stun.
Bridget has a stun. Lucio has a boot.
Yeah.
Your dogs
what else?
Have a bark.
They do have a bark. Wonder what the Hero 29 is going to be.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe a DPS, because it's been.
I think that'd be good.
The last DPS we had was Sombra, I think, which was like 2 years ago.
Really? Let's see. We got Hammond. We got Mora. We got Bridget. Yeah. I think it was Sombra. Really? Dang.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
No,
yeah,
we do. Duh.
Oh yeah.
That's been a year ago,
true.
probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Man.
So yeah, it's about time for us to get another DPS.
Yeah, I can see them announcing one at BlizzCon or something.
Yeah, that's true.
People just marching around in your background.
I know, man. It's fine though. They gotta live life. They got stuff they gotta do, and
I don't know. I'm just not. The game is so frustrating. The main reason the game is frustrating is because of the assholes who play it.
That's true, man. You got a Reinhardt, and he's like, okay, I'm getting schooled by this Bastion on the other team.
Switch to Bastion.
Yep, and I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. It does not work.
It triggers me so unbelievably hard.
And I will say I am guilty for that. I have switched to Sombra or Junkrat or Pharah many times when maybe they weren't necessarily needed, but I just wasn't having fun playing a tank or playing another hero that my team needed at the time, and I was just like, I know I can have fun playing these heroes, so I'm going to switch to them.
Absolutely effing your entire team over.
I know.
You just like, I cannot explain. Especially like it's not that big of a deal in quick play, which is what I know you mainly play.
That's true.
But
yes.
It's so I cannot understand the levels of salt that pour out of me when you completely disregard the entire team. If you're
I don't dare do that on competitive, man.
You're an asshole.
Yep. I honestly think a friend of mine that got into Overwatch so we could play on PC, he got gold for his first ranking, and that's pretty cool. But I think next season, hopefully some change.
Sorry, I thought you had something to say. That's not bad.
No, that's all. He just got gold, and he was like, I think I'm gonna get the bronze or something. I'm like, no, I think you're better than you think you are, man. Like, and he got gold, and he's like, I got gold. I'm like, dude, congratulations, that's awesome.
Stay in silver.
So
at this point,
yeah, I think I was gonna say I was gonna try this competitive season. I was like, I hope they make changes to next competitive season, and I think I'm actually gonna try, like, to do my placement matches and get a placement, and actually see where I'm at in Overwatch. See what my skills are, actually play.
I think now,
more than like once a week.
If we really tried, we could probably stay in silver and go up a little bit.
Yeah.
Without absolutely pouring ourselves into it.
So there's just a lot of times where I'm like, I'd rather play this because I know I can have fun playing that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. There's other, especially with like Black Ops and Assassin's Creed, we have a few. Yeah, I might not win all the time at Black Ops, but I know I can have fun dropping down and doing a blackout or playing zombies. I know I can definitely have fun at Assassin's Creed where I can do whatever I want, and I can definitely have fun tripping out on some joy, and we have a few. And Overwatch is definitely going to be taking a back seat to Red Dead coming out, man.
Somebody asked, when is the last time you quit? You stopped playing Overwatch because you were tired?
Like physically tired or just tired of the game?
Like you were tired. You just like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed or something. But basically what he's asking is, when's the last time you quit because you weren't just salty and pissed off, basically?
Oh, I think once, maybe.
Always quit like that now.
Oh, yeah, I quit. Like, I think I've only quit once because I was like, I'm tired. I can't do another match, guys. I'm not going to perform well. But most of the time, it's like, exit, disconnect, like, uninstall the game. Like, I am so ticked. Like,
last night.
That's why I'm glad. I love the arcade mode just because it's refreshing. Even though, like, I might not always win. I don't have to worry about, like, mode. It's just arcade mode. And even in quick play, I get salty sometimes. And then I have to remember, I'm like, I'm not getting paid to do this. Like, if I was getting paid to do this, I'd get even more salty. But I get it. I get why people get salty. You do quick play to practice, to get better, so you can excel in competitive. But
man, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, sometimes.
Quick play.
It is. I get salty so much. But you were going to share a story about something.
Oh yeah, last night, I've actually been having a decent amount of fun with it lately. Not as much as I did at one point, but I've been having some fun. Last night was an exception. There was like 2 games in a row that I just had hardcore, like, we're not gonna let you win this game on your team. One of them, there was a Reinhardt. I'm sorry, there was also a Reinhardt at one point that just randomly switched to like a Roadhog, which is fun.
Okay.
But there was a Roadhog and a McCree who would duo queuing on our team. They would wait until our entire team died, like just waiting over on some other part of the map, run in after we all died, and die. The entire.
Is this on quick play or competitive? Okay.
Like you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
That's terrible. Okay. No, I was saying goodbye to somebody.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry, but you're just a jerk.
That's terrible. Like,
and then we had a Smurf, a hard Smurf, on the other team one time last night, and just I don't know. It's just the community is awful. I love Overwatch. Overwatch is honest to God, mechanically, your dogs are. Oh my gosh.
They are. It's fine though.
You what?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Unless you want me to make them stop, then I
don't
can.
know, Did they stop?
Yeah, I think they stopped. Okay, continue your story.
But just the community, like Overwatch is one of my favorite games of all time. I truly believe that. Mechanically, it is in my top 10 favorite games that have ever been made. But
wow, okay.
It is cancer to play.
It is. I relate this to my friend that got gold. We work at the same place, and he comes in and he's like, and he excitedly tells me about his matches all the time. Like, I was playing and this happened and blah, blah, and this happened. And he's so excited, even when he's talking about his losses and stuff. And he's like, we were playing and this is why we lost and I didn't do this well and my other teammates. But as he's telling me this frequently, I can see him just losing the spark. Yeah. It's going from, like, this is what I did wrong to my team sucks to, all these different things. And it's like, bro, you got to remember, like, this is a game. Like, you're playing this to have fun. You're playing this to enjoy art and to enjoy the music and the character models and to have fun. Like, try not to get salty. You're not a professional player. And I have to remind myself that all the time because I'm never going to be a professional Overwatch player. And I'm okay with that.
I have fun winning.
But exactly. I have fun. And even I've had fun losing sometimes if it's a good match.
Much in Overwatch,
but
that's the problem.
It doesn't, though. It doesn't happen much. And the thing that sucks is it's just like people are throwing, or people are complaining, or it's just like they just give up. And they're like, oh, they having a Bastion and an Orisa sitting on the payload. They're going to win. It's like, what? No, what are you talking about? It's a Bastion.
Gosh. Like, and if we lose one push or something, people just freaking switch to DPS.
Yeah. It's like, we're not doing enough damage. Or, heaven forbid a Genji get a team kill with his, with his ultimate. And it's like, oh, he's definitely a Smurf. Like, that guy's a Smurf. Report. It's just like, no, he might just be better than you.
Yeah, and then they get salty and they throw the game whether they meant to on purpose or not.
Exactly.
I used to have a problem with, like, quitting games. Like, not just, Overwatch specifically or anything.
Yeah.
But, like, I would get mad and I would freaking quit a game because I'm like, this is stupid. And I just exit out of whatever, game I'm playing. But I haven't done that in a long time, right?
That's good.
I did it last night.
Wow.
Asshole.
Man.
Yeah, and I'm an asshole for doing it too. I'm an asshole. They should have reported me. But somebody just switched off of a Reinhardt. I don't even remember who they switched to. It was not a shield tank, I know that. And it was not a healer. It might have been an off tank at best. I'm like, can you please switch back? Can you switch back? Can you switch back? Can you please switch back? We need a Reinhardt. We need a shield tank. Can you play a shield tank? I'm like, just screw this. And I just freaking exited out of the browser. I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done.
Yeah, there's like, and see, like, when I first started, I used to be like, yeah, let's play Overwatch, super excited, happy-go-lucky about it. And now I'm just like, do I really want to play Overwatch?
Exactly.
Like what, and I should be. I should want to play that game. It's a wonderful game. It's awesome. And I should be in there, playing to get the skins I want and cosmetics. And, queuing up with friends and playing. But it's just like, if I'm not playing with friends, no offense to the random people, but I don't want to play with you because I can't trust you. Or maybe you don't care enough to jump in voice chat.
Oh, yeah, just jump in voice chat, please. At least have your...
Listen in voice chat.
You don't have to talk.
You don't even have to... Or just say simple things like, hey, I think... Yeah, or type chat. Yeah, I'm concerned with people that type full sentences in Overwatch. Yeah. I'm like, so you're not moving and shooting? How'd you have a minute to type 3 sentences? What are you doing?
You tell me your console or your PC doesn't have a speaker. Just turn.
Yeah.
If like.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just it's mind-boggling. It's so frustrating.
It is.
I just want to play this game, and I want to have fun. I just want. The reason you play Overwatch is to work together as a team for a common objective.
If you want to go do any of that other crap, go to arcade mode.
Go play COD or Battlefront.
Exactly.
Or Battlefield.
Like something, like if you want to play just a shooter to shoot stuff, there's games for that. Like Ryan just mentioned, go play those because Overwatch is a team game.
It's a team-based shooter, just like Rainbow Six Siege or Team Fortress 2 or even F and Splatoon.
Exactly. And granted, I'm trying to get my friend out of this mindset of 2-2-2. It has to be 2-2-2. And I'm like, 2 DPS, 2 tanks, and 2 supports. And I'm like, bro, it's not always like that. I'm like, I gave him a really crazy scenario. I was like, okay, if you have all self-sustaining heroes on your team, you don't need a hero. Say you have a soldier, you don't need a healer or a tank. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay. For instance, if you have a Mei, a soldier, who else? A Roadhog, so that's a tank. But who else self-sustains themselves? Who else heals?
I actually would argue against that. I had a team that
I'm
did
just
that
saying,
one time, and they opened our mouths
it didn't go well.
And they shit down our throats.
Okay, well.
To beg people to play other heroes, and they wouldn't.
So
you don't always
I just try to get him.
You don't always need 2-2-2, but you need.
That's true.
A shield. You need like 2 tanks. But you can play like. There was one point where it was like 4 tanks, and 2 healers was the meta. But
true.
You need healers and you need tanks.
That's
DPS,
true. Yeah, you need. Yeah.
I cannot stress this enough. If you play DPS, it's got. I mean, good for you. Good for you. I'm not mad at anybody. DPS is really fun.
Good for you.
But if you play DPS, you need to realize you are the least important person on the team. You do not matter as much as the tank or the healer. Because the tank can get heals, the healer can get heals, but you're probably not tanking or healing as a DPS.
That's true. And I don't care what DPS you are, you're not a tank. You're not an off tank. You kill stuff. You help kill stuff. That's it. Like
I don't know. And also, if you play Orisa, play more aggressive, please.
Oh my gosh, yes.
As soon as you walk out of the spawn
don't
put
a shield down.
Shield down at your freaking feet. What are you doing?
It's like, what? You think they're gonna try to spawn trap you?
I don't. There's so many Orisas that play like that. It drives me insane. Like, just get off Orisa and let me play Ryan. I will.
Yeah.
W mouse 1. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah. W mouse 1. And if you have an aggressive Ryan, shield down, being pocketed, swinging his hammer around, coming from my standpoint, who's been against that is terrifying.
I play Ryan super aggressively. Like, no, you can play too aggressive. Oh my god.
You can.
If you're a flank Ryan, I hate you so much. Stop. I don't know how many times I've been like, you have a shield for a reason.
I saw a flank Orisa the other day, and I about laughed myself to death.
It's trigger-inducing beyond belief.
They were trying to halt people off the map. Or not halt,
No, halt is the...
halt. No, not halt. They were trying to pull people off the map. They're little...
Is that halt or...
No, it's not halt.
It's halt when she, like...
No, it is halt. It is halt. Her other ability is called, like, Fortify or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I'm what people know as a flex player. I play a bunch of different stuff, whatever the team needs. I enjoy playing Winston a lot. He's just a really fun hero to play as far as tanks go. I do not understand Roadhog, and don't worry, I'm not going to go through all the heroes.
Tank, man. I play Roadhog. I play a little bit of everything besides Symmetra. But I play Roadhog, D.Va, Zarya, and Hammond the most, I'd say, plus a lot of Ryan.
I think I play Junkrat the most, then Winston, then Pharah, and then Sombra, and I play support here and there. I used to play Ana exclusively.
I play a lot of Ana, too.
Ana's a really mechanically demanding hero.
Yeah, she's
like it's insane. Healing with Ana, not that hard. But, timing your anti-nades, keeping your cooldowns to do what they need to do, or keeping your cooldowns up is really difficult with Ana, in my opinion.
It can be.
Some people are obviously better at it than me.
Plus, she doesn't shoot her shields.
Yeah. That's true. So, but I think if I had to do like favorite heroes, I don't know, it's definitely Junkrat, Doomfist, Sombra. I really like Zenyatta,
Cool.
but I wish they would increase his movement speed, even if I don't know
Zenyatta,
what percentage they do it.
I feel like he's a character that if they could break really easily.
Yes, and that's why I was going to say I don't know what they do for percentage speed, but if he was like 1 or 2%, just that.
Lucio.
Oh my gosh.
He's running after me.
They made him walk.
Yeah,
it was terrifying. It was real weird. So Zenyatta is a mechanical monk that floats in the air, that heals with a orb of harmony, and also can put like a little curse on you with an orb of discord. But he also shoots. Shoots like little Kamehameha waves out of his hand, like little pew 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 pew. Imagine like Iron Man blasters, or actually imagine Rasengans from Naruto. That's what he shoots out of his hands. So, yeah, he's a really fun support to play. But the only thing is, he is slow, and if your team leaves you and the other team sees you, they will come break your legs and beat you with them. It is so sad.
That Justice League the Justice League movie when Green Lantern gets beat up after he gets beat up.
Yes. That's so like, oh no, and he's poor Green Lantern.
I love that.
That's a good movie. But man, like, Overwatch is awesome, but dang, it gets me salty sometimes. There's sometimes I go away from the game and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit down and eat a bunch of junk food right now because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna eat my feelings.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And
it makes you feel, I don't know,
it's just
pissed off, I guess.
Yeah, it makes angry and like confused and just like, what, it's like, why are you playing this game then? Get good. Like
you don't have to get good,
watch a
like,
YouTube video.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I'm not good. Obviously.
Me neither.
I feel like I don't know. I'm better than the jerk Zenyatta, the flanking Zenyatta.
Communication goes a very long way in this game, even if it's just something as simple as, dropping shield, reloading, getting health, or hey, the Widow is over there. The Widow is over there. Like,
come back, Zenyatta. If you come back, I can heal you. Come back. Stop
exactly.
I can heal you. If you come back, I can heal you. Oh, you're dead. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wonder why you're dead. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I if there's a point that I get to, well, I'm just an asshole. I'm like, oh, I wonder why he died. Huh. Maybe it was because you're an idiot and you was in yacht and you're chasing a Reinhardt.
It is hilarious to see him get to that bubble and then the bubble just explode and he's just like, dude, I'm gonna end. I'm like, oh my gosh, Ryan, like that is hilarious.
This one guy, this was when, I don't think Jordan was playing with us because I think it was on PS4.
I have not played Overwatch on PS4.
Me and Jake, the guy who's been on here, who every time he's on, we have a bad podcast for some reason. It's not his. But we were playing, and we lost, and we had a guy on our team who was playing Junkrat, who is an explosive guy. He throws mines and bombs and grenades in the air. But he was like flanking around. He wasn't communicating. He was dying in dumb places, dying after everyone else died, so he wasn't grouping up. Just playing really poorly. So I was pissed off. And I could tell that he was in voice chat because sometimes when he would breathe or something, it would pop up, his name would pop up on the screen, right? And he typed in chat like you guys suck or something. I lost my mind. You can
I would too.
You can talk to ask Jake. I was like, you want to talk in chat, asshole? I can see you're in chat. I saw you breathing, dick. Maybe if you wouldn't have been throwing the effing game, we could have won. I lost my mind.
Rage.
Oh my God. I became one with the dark side. I was so
That's awesome.
mad. Jake was like, Ryan. I was like, I'm gonna kill this mother. And I just exited it. I was like, I'm just like, you did nothing, and you're gonna complain at the people who actually tried. You basically throw, and you're gonna complain.
Yeah, this that reminds me of this person. He said Torb is a waste of a hero slot because he kept getting killed by this Torb on Ilios, and it was like the weirdest spot for the Torb to be. And the guy goes, "Effing joke builder, roll an FPS game." I was like, "Why are you so mad?" And this other guy goes, "Not my fault. You don't understand how to counter him. There's a reason he doesn't see much play in competitive, in real competitive."
Yeah.
And it's just
I hate Torb, but yeah, he's not.
I will say his new rework is pretty fun. Like, it's pretty cool. The little magma he can shoot out of his, as his ultimate. That's kind of fun.
How good it is, dude.
But why do people get mad? This. Well, I mean, I get why people get mad. It's just funny when they get mad over stupid stuff like that. Bastion is just sitting back there shooting everybody. Yeah.
Well, you're the DPS,
you should go take care of that. Like, you should kill that Bastion. They have no shield tank. There's no reason that Bastion should still be alive.
Like Reinhardt or something, and they have no shield tank, but they won't kill our tanks. Our DPS won't kill them. I'm like, just kill the Bastion, please. He is melting my shield.
Yeah, Bastion will. So Bastion is a robot that can shoot walking up, or turn into turret mode, and just it's like a Gatling gun. It's insane. And he can also heal himself.
He's not busted or anything, but
he's not busted or anything.
In lower ranks because people don't know.
Yeah.
People freak out, and everyone tries to, the Reinhardt tries to flank him or something.
Exactly, and it's just like, it's a Gatling gun. He does so much damage. He can just sit there and shoot out damage, and it's like, oh my god. It's like, no. It's like
when. Go ahead. Sorry.
Nothing. I was just sighing. I was just man, Bastion. It's stupid how many people freak out. It's like, he's a robot. Go rip his arms off and beat him to death with him, okay? Exactly. It's just look, it's fine. He just shoots bullets. He's gonna run out soon, and when he runs out, it takes him a long time to reload. Just kill him.
Another thing about Bastion is people were like, there'll be a Bastion way off. I'm just like, don't go fight him. He has to come to us. This is a terrible point for Bastion. Why are you going Zenyatta to come back? Oh my god.
It's like, I'm gonna kill that Bastion. I'm gonna do it.
Well, now I'm dead because I tried to protect
you.
Now that's a loss.
So.
Dude, last night I had a. Oh my gosh, I had a Reinhardt. I think he fell off the map 10 times.
Wow.
Incredibly obvious he was throwing, right? Because he would.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm getting so triggered just thinking about this jerk. He would charge and just fly off the freaking map, 10 times, and he was
Dang.
What you call it? He was flanking and how did you even get over there to fall off the map? It was on Route 66, so there's a big cliff on one side of the map of Route 66, and he would just come from the left of the map, just freaking charge come off the map. He killed somebody with that twice maybe. I was like,
Idiot.
Can you stop throwing please? He's like, sorry, I'm not very good at shield tank. He was flying off the map.
You have one job, W. Hold up your shield, walk forward.
Listen, I understand if you've never played shield tank or anything before, but I'm pretty sure flanking as a tank and dying in dumb places and jumping off the map are universal things you don't want to do.
Exactly. Just get behind the person with the big shield.
Yes, and if I'm playing Reinhardt, get behind me.
It's like, that's why he has the shield. It's different if you're a flanker, Genji, Tracer. That's it.
Fist,
yeah, exactly. Sombra. Yeah, exactly. If you play those heroes, you're fine. Sure. Anybody else, don't go flanking. We don't need a flanking Torb. We definitely don't need a flanking Symmetra.
We definitely need a flanking
it's just
Zen.
Man, yeah. I've seen some. Now, granted, I am guilty to doing some flank rat. And what do I mean by that? People that don't play Overwatch, that's a flanking Junkrat. Yes, a flanking explosive specialist, which is kind of funny and really fun sometimes, but can put you in terrible, disgusting situations that will ultimately screw up your team. So don't do it.
Like, the main takeaway from this entire episode is I effing hate Overwatch.
Yeah, I think I agree. I'm not, like, there, but, like, it's definitely, like, gave me that Vegemite taste in my mouth.
I've never had Vegemite.
Like, it's real gross. Real gross. It tastes like sewage water.
Yeah,
that's been
like
crusty.
What Overwatch would taste like if you actually ate it.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. So maybe they'll change some stuff. Who knows? Maybe they'll just, like, obviously they won't take heroes out of the game.
No,
but
they might make, the only thing that they could do is maybe make a hero banned and competitive if they got. But then they just rework them.
That'd be cool.
Like,
yeah, I wish they would just, I wish they would, and not that they're not doing this. I'm sure they're working very hard to try to make this game the best thing they can be. But I wish they would just work faster. I don't know. I wish they would just do things better, quicker.
Stop putting control, like, CC in the game. Why does every year that comes out have CC? Not everyone needs crowd control.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I feel like they steer the meta in a really weird way, and they're like, well, next developer update, we'll change this. We're sorry we changed it to begin with. But it's like, no, don't change it to begin with. Just, let the game be the way it is. Just let it be a shooter.
I mean, I don't know. It feels like
or a fighter. Like a team-based game.
As far as what they need to do in the future, they need to add more heroes. They need to, oh my gosh, I hate Blizzard World so much. I hate that map so much.
Me too.
I hate that map so much. I never freaking win.
So me and my friend were talking about this, and he said he doesn't like that map either, and he wishes that they would just make that like a practice range. Yeah. Make it, just put a bunch of targets in it, moving targets, etc. Just a bunch of different stuff. Just make it the whole thing. Turn the whole thing into a practice range. And, it can be like, okay, if you're trying to practice this hero, go here. And there's moving targets, that are in the sky for Pharah. Okay, there's a sniper range for Widow. There's a jump thing for Winston, etc. They could just customize it to be a whole practice range that is customized to each hero, kind of a thing, and just take it out of the game. I don't want to play it because
they need to rework it severely or something. I don't know.
Or just take it out of the game, raise a bunch of money, and start battling Disney World, because I would go to Blizzard World way before I went to Disney World.
I would also go to Blizzard World in real life before I wanted to go Blizzard World in the game.
I'm not gonna. So this is a funny thing, listeners. When that was first announced, I didn't know it was a map in the game.
IRL thing.
I thought it was an IRL thing, and I messaged some people. I was like, oh my gosh, Blizzard is battling Disney. They're gonna just... And I was just... And Ryan was like, this is a map, man. And I was like, oh.
Yes.
Dang. I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Blizzard's big, but they're not battling Disney.
And I'm like, they're building a Blizzard World. And he's like, Blizzard ain't got that kind of money. I'm like, but they don't? I'm like, I just assumed they had... and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, Blizzard doesn't have Disney money.
No one does. They're like two or three other companies.
And I was like, dang, that's a lot of money. I was like, they're building a Blizzard World. Heck yeah. And then I was like, oh, it's a map. I was like, dang it.
Also, they need to bridge it. They need to do something with Bridget.
That's Shield's done, man. Maybe decrease the mace flailing length a little bit.
To nerf her ultimate too.
Yeah, and so Bridget has this ultimate. She does this chant, and everybody gets armor, and then you keep the armor. It doesn't go away. You keep it, which is insane. So nerf the shield bash, decrease the mace length, fix Doomfist.
Bridget from the game.
Delete Bastion from the game, because Doomfist still has like 50 bugs right now.
I feel like
he's really
still so good though.
He is still so good. But a guy did a video. He's done like 400 hours on Doomfist, an insane amount. and play Doomfist in all competitive modes, etc. And I've been saying etc. a lot this episode. But anyway, they need to take an in-depth look at how people, or not how people play heroes. It's how heroes need to be played and how it works. Because I know they have to test these things internally.
Yeah,
like just do a little more testing, just a little more. Just maybe things come out a week later. Sure, I'd rather have that than a busted off tank that can solo anybody in the game except Pharah.
Who's that?
So,
she's not
Bridget.
Off tank, she's a healer. Do not play Bridget
still,
as a tank. Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
thing
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Please, God, don't play. And if I'm playing Bridget, don't assume I'm a tank.
Exactly. It's just like, maybe I want something refreshing. Maybe I want to play somebody different. Just because I have a shield does not mean I'm a tank.
Yeah.
Unless you're our friend Bump, then Bridget can be any role it needs to
I
be.
don't ever play competitive with Bump.
Yeah, we did an all DPS team a DPS team with a healer and a Bridget, and Bump was the tank. And it was just, and he did it. It was insane. But it's because that shield bash, man. That shield bash will get you.
It's so busted. Oh,
so
and
what?
Fix Roadhog. Fix Roadhog.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
If I hook someone, their ass should come to me. I don't.
Yeah.
Just random break.
That's true.
If they go behind a wall, just say it doesn't hook them. But if I hook them, it should stop them immediately and pull them to me.
It should kill them.
Kill them. That would be
it's. I know.
Oh my gosh! Don't do that.
I'm just thinking in real life. If you get hooked with a meat hook in your gut, you're coming to that person. You need to just get over here, like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
He needs to be reworked or something.
Yeah, exactly. Who else do we need to rant about and talk about? Soldier's fine. Tracer's fine. Widowmaker's fine.
Because I don't think she needed it. Just put her ult back up to where it was.
That's true. Yeah. That damage.
If you want to buff Tracer, remove Bridget from the game.
Yeah, man. It's insane that shield bash just. Oh, sorry, you can't blink away.
It says right click.
I got you.
Called Kill Tracer.
Yeah.
Or Genji.
Man. Yeah, that too. So, I think Hanzo's gonna get a place. I like what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Storm Arrow. It's better than Scatter. Scatter.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to say that.
Man. Yeah.
I don't.
This game, I'm salty.
I know,
now.
me too. I love this game so much, but I hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna try to write an article about how I hate it and love it at the same time.
I will not be writing an article about it. I might just, what's the word? Ironically buy merch and be like, yeah, I'll wear this redundantly. I actually don't like this game a lot. I actually hate it.
Cool because I don't know. I like things that are bad.
I have thought about getting an Overwatch tattoo. For any of you that are curious, I don't have any tattoos currently, but I thought about getting an Overwatch tattoo. I haven't got one, but it's just that's how much I like it. No, I actually do like this game. Okay,
excuse me.
He's gonna sneeze. Okay, he's back. That was a quick sneeze.
It's actually two. Actually sneezed twice.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay.
So, I think I could probably talk about this game for another hour, but
Me too.
We have another topic, but I think that's gonna wrap it up. I am hungry and I have homework I need to do.
I'm hungry, and that's really it for me. I want to go eat some eggplant parmesan I made.
I'm gonna go eat something. I don't know what.
Just food. Yeah. As always, our intro and outro song is 8-Bit Passion by the Heatley Brothers. You can check us out on iTunes. Give us a review. We appreciate all feedback for the show, good and bad, and you can listen to us anywhere else you listen to podcasts. We also do a video game news podcast that releases on Mondays, so make sure you subscribe to wherever you're listening to this.
What's it called, Jordan?
It's called One Up My News, and you can check it out on Mondays anywhere you listen to podcasts. So if you hear this, just make sure you hit the sub button or the notification button, whatever it is, and you'll get notified when One Up My News comes out. We really appreciate y'all listening. The numbers are growing, and that is awesome and exciting. Tell us about your friends.
Tell us about your friends. How your friends doing? They having a good day?
I mean, yeah, if you want to, tell your friends about us and share on social media. We are doing something really special this month that I am really excited for. Like it probably will be a long one. It is a Patreon exclusive, our first ever Patreon exclusive podcast, and it is on Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom.
He's a phantom.
Yeah, I am so excited for this. I finished the series this morning, actually, probably at 1 or 2 a.m. And oh my gosh, it holds up so good. But I'm gonna save all my gushing and loving and critiques about that show for the podcast on Patreon.
It'll be out. When do you want to put it out? Let's say Halloween is next Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, Halloween is next Wednesday. You want to put it out on?
We can put it out like this weekend, this coming weekend or something.
Sure. Yeah, let's put it out this weekend.
So we'll give you a few days to listen to it if you want to listen to it before Halloween.
Yeah, but if you haven't watched Danny Phantom in a long time in years, you want to rewatch it, check it out. Really good. I highly recommend it. It's awesome.
Like
it's great.
5 pages of notes.
Yeah, me too. Man, I'm probably gonna have more than what I have now after I go back and compile all my thoughts.
Watch it again before.
I honestly thought about doing that.
I thought about going back and watching parts of it before.
Yeah, I thought about going back and watching all the movies before recording again, or maybe my favorite episodes because I made a list of those too.
Nice. We have different styles.
We do.
Notes, so that's interesting.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I'm excited to talk about that with Ryan because I've peeked at his notes a little bit, and I'm sure he's looked at mine. But I'm like, out of all the episodes we've done in a while, like, not that I'm not always excited to record the podcast, but this episode, I'm hyped to do this episode because I love Danny Phantom a lot. It's awesome. It's spooky. It's Halloween time. So if you want to check this out, support us on Patreon.
At the $1 tier above.
At the $1 tier or above, it is literally the only place it will ever be, forever and ever. Amen. We are never going to release it anywhere else. It's going to only be there. So if you want to listen to our wonderful thoughts about Danny Phantom and this hype, mega awesome episode, check it out on Patreon.
I do want to say, excuse me. Well, I'll say one thing about my notes. One of my sections is the strongest characters in Danny Phantom. I'm kind of excited to talk about that.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Okay, I like that. Yeah. For all the latest podcast news, you can check out the podcast on One Up Me Podcast.
It just closed by itself. Well,
that's okay. For all the latest podcast news, you can check out the podcast on Twitter at One Up Me Podcast. You can hashtag play on the hashtag #OneUpMe. You can email the podcast on Gmail, oneupmepodcast@gmail.com. You can check out our beautiful website for all of our links and stuff. If you don't want to use social media and try to type any of that, you can go to oneupmegaming.com.
You can also say, hey, Google, play One Up Me Podcast.
Yep. Yeah, or hey, smart speaker lady, play One Up Me Podcast. So that's always fun. Okay, we're on Twitch. We're going to get back.
Episode of Disrupt Yourself
Shut up, Google.
No. Oh my gosh, what is this? Shut up, Google. Oh God. I'm sorry.
You can check us out on Twitch. We're going to get back into that real soon. What is happening?
Stop. Stop.
I love it.
I unplugged it. It's
good. I love it. Okay. But you can say, hey, smart speaker, play One Up Me Podcast. And it should play us. If not, go buy a new smart speaker until it plays us. Yeah. You can check us out on Twitch, One Up Me Gaming. We're going to try to streaming more. We're just getting our schedules together. We will definitely be streaming more once we live together. And it's just easier to sit down and be like, hey, we're recording. And we're on Reddit. You can join our community there. Right now, it's just me. It's r/One Up Me Podcast. If you want to get hints to what the episode is going to be about, we release hints every once in a while on Instagram. That's at One Up Me Gaming. And as always, you can check us out on Patreon, One Up Me on Patreon. And all these links will be in the description and show notes as always. We appreciate you listening. And play on.
I'm so hungry. Bye.
Bye.